This is Dr. Dre. Party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
Ding, ding, dong.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
What's going on, watchers? This is Lucky the Dog Dad. And with me, as always, is Little Joe.
What is up? What's up, watchers? Lucky, how's it going, brother?
How's it going?
Don't call it a comeback. We're fucking hitting this shit 3 weeks in a row, or 4 weeks in a row. Woo!
And we're back.
Hitting it hard.
Hey.
Hey. Pause.
Yeah. So, this is gonna be what, part 2?
Yeah. Parte número 2. It's a sequel to our favorite sitcoms of the 90s. Now, I got a little feedback on the first one, and people were like, hey, Roseanne was in the 90s, and I understand that, guys. I understand that.
It was.
But we're gonna probably have an 80s show out there too. So we got to bring that into there. Calm down, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hit everything. But like me and Luck talked about last week, the 90s was a critical time for us, right? And we were we were fucking going through puberty in the 90s, right? That's a big time for kids.
Yeah. Those are my my teenage years.
Yeah, Luck had just barely sprouted a little growth down there, so he was discovering things.
Okay.
Based on what he sent me that he wants to do in the next bracket, like Luck was discovering some things.
Okay. I just thought that was funny.
It is. Yeah, no, it is.
Because listening back last week is like I kept talking about moms and like and maybe I was just a little horny kid. I was talking about who I thought was hot and
oh yeah, you're like that mom. Yeah, she can get it. Yeah. Oh, the Home Improvement mom, Jill Taylor, bro. Woo.
Yeah.
But another one that was brought up to me was Married with Children, which another, we all like. I don't think it hit back then, like when we were watching the show. Like we were just like, yeah, Al's funny, but now we're like, what was wrong with Al, bro? Like, why wasn't he getting on that?
Yeah, because Peg Bundy could definitely get it.
Oh, dude, and I didn't watch the show, but even later on, she came out on that bike show. With yeah.
Hold up.
The BMX show.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You never watched Married with Children?
No, I watched Married with Children. I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
The motorcycle show.
Oh, you gotta watch that show.
Nah, dude, good. I liked it the first time when it was called, what was it? Stone Cold. You remember that movie?
No,
with Brian Bosworth? You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Brian
a great movie.
Bosworth, that's a pool no one knows. Brian Bosworth. I knew him because I was into football growing up, and Brian Bosworth, linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks, I think it was.
Yeah, he was. He got big in Oklahoma, right? Like, oh, he wears a headband and he has his head shaved, so he's cool.
Yeah, he's got a flat top.
But do you know what other movie he did? Do you remember? I saw it on the other day.
Stone Cold.
He did Stone Cold. That's the
Um,
biker movie. But he did a movie with
was
Stone Cold.
with Stone Cold.
Yes.
Is it like a football movie?
Yeah, he's in that one. He's in the Mean Machine, or what do they call that? The Longest Yard.
Is he in that?
Yeah, dude. Dude, not only is he
Oh,
in it, like have you
yes.
seen that recently? Like
The one
it's
with
a
Adam Sandler, right?
yeah, the one with Adam
Not
Sandler.
the original. Not the
Not
original with
no,
Burt
not the
Reynolds.
original, but the one with Adam Sandler, dude. It's like there's a I always joked around about the Stone Cold part where that's how a white guy runs the ball. But there's a scene where they're in the library, bro, and it's pretty tough, man. Like the language on there. I mean, I'm no
Oh,
fucking snowflake, but
where they're getting
look,
to Megan to
yeah, yeah,
Nelly.
yeah. And he starts
Yeah.
calling a maggot and some other words that I choose not to use. But yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yo, that's a good movie.
That
But
is, that is.
I like all Adam Sandler stuff though.
Dude, I'm telling you, like that's that one dude that he doesn't do a bad movie. I
There's
want to see that Uncut Gems though.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
I saw a thing where it's like
how big was it?
no
Oh,
celebrities that no one hates or no one can say bad things about.
yeah.
It's like Adam Sandler, Keanu Reeves,
Yes.
Brendan Fraser, and
Oh yeah, I agree with that,
and I think it was Jackie Chan. It was like
dude.
celebrities that nobody has anything bad to say about them.
Why is it all dudes? Like female celebrities, they just hate each other. That's the thing.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know,
But,
man. Jackie Chan. I guess yeah. You probably can't say anything bad about Jackie Chan, but we don't know Jackie Chan in China, dude. Like he's probably some fucking tyrant over there. Like, oh, you don't look Jackie Chan in the eyes, and they're like, but his eyes are closed. It's like, no, they're not.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But okay, yeah.
He's all Chinese eyes.
We got anything to talk about? News wise?
I really I saw today that Tires got approved for a third season, so I'm of course I'm pumped on that.
Yeah.
The fucking second season was so strong, dude. Like it's really one of those shows that kind of really comes out of nowhere, right? Because it's about nothing. But speaking of one of the shows we are talking about today, but it the first season Shane funded himself and got put on. Of course, the second season you can already tell the improvements. They had like kind of flashback scenes and shit like that. So I expect more from the third season, but
Yeah.
other than that, dude, like I
You
said
could you
last time,
you,
it's summer.
you could tell a difference because like the first season felt like Clerks or something. It was kind of like it was raw a
Yeah,
little bit, right? The
yeah,
way it was
yeah.
filmed. I don't know.
And then the second
Season two is
season
good.
was a little bit more polished, like the cut scenes were better. I mean, fuck, they had John Lovitz on, like,
Yeah.
um I heard he wanted Bobby Lee, but Bobby Lee didn't want to do the show because he was going to be talking in an Asian accent, and he didn't want to do that.
Which makes no sense because
He does it all the time, right, on
yeah,
his show.
they always joke about it on their podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which their podcast is funny. But Santino,
He's always fucking with them.
yeah, Santino
No,
does
then
another
this is
podcast.
Bobby Mother. It's a Bobby Mother.
I'm Bobby Mom.
Uh,
I like when he talks about his dad. He goes, his dad told him, he's like, if you gay, I kill everybody, everybody. But that's a good show again. But coming into the summer movies, man, we're what 2 weeks away from Superman.
Superman. You know what? I don't know if you knew. Do you have Prime? You do have Prime, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you know you can go to Prime? I don't know. So there's a website. And I saw a link for it, but you can get early viewing to movie premieres through if you're a Prime member.
No,
Yes.
no. How
So
did you do this?
uh, there's a link. You can even Google it. For certain movies, you can get like early access, like at least a couple days. So it comes out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was for like Wednesday. It's sometime next week. Um, that you can get early access tickets, and it's not everywhere, right? It's only in certain cities, I think. But there's one here in over kind of by me in Live Oak,
Oh, of course.
at the Regal.
Yeah, they're not putting it on my side of town.
But as soon as I went to try to get in there,
It was
all sold
gone.
out. It was gone.
Yeah. Shit.
I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I would love to be one of those guys. I think Caruso does that, but I think he does like a letterbox kind of deal. So he actually rates movies and shit on there. Um but I mean, I know Superman's the big movie, but one of the movies that I've been wanting to watch or that I've been interested in was the 28 Years Later. Have you heard of this movie?
Yeah, this is the third movie then, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's 28
And I'm
days
here
later.
just from what
28
I'm
weeks.
seeing, rumblings on the internet. It's a wonk
Mhm.
wonk wonk.
Yeah, yeah. Um, everyone seems to be caught up on apparently this zombie that has his dong out and he's chasing them. Everyone's they're calling it 28 inches later.
Which why would they have a problem with it? Because in the very first one, you see Homeboy's dong.
Do they? Do you? I don't remember. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't remember. No.
What's his name? Sandman. What's his name? Oppenheimer.
Oh, fucking what's his name? Oh, god damn it!
Why can't I think of his name?
But that guy with the big fucking eyes that looks right through you. um,
Cillian Murphy.
yeah, Cillian Murphy. He's a great actor, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
you don't remember the original? They're saying that The Walking Dead took a lot of stuff from that movie.
I would think so. Like I liked
Because he
the
wakes up in the hospital.
yeah.
Rick Grimes wakes up in the hospital. And
Uh,
then the whole zombie apocalypse going around him while he was in the hospital in a coma or whatever.
I don't know. I thought they were like fairly around the same time, so I don't know. Um,
I don't know.
but I mean, kind of, that one. I think they have that new Megan movie coming out, which
2.0. I never seen it.
you never saw the first. The
Nah.
first one's a trip, but it's again, it's not really that scary. I'm pumped for Jurassic World. I'm hearing that one's good. Or is it Jurassic World? Yeah, the Rebirth. Have you
Yeah.
heard about that one?
Yeah.
Like that one looks good. And so far, like the reviews have been positive towards that. So
Did I mention it to you? I don't know if we were on air or not. About someone that's in Jurassic World.
no, no, no.
Was it like Rebirth? Was it? Is that what it's called? Jurassic
Yeah,
World
yeah,
Rebirth.
yeah. It's Rebirth with Scarlett
So
Johansson.
I don't know if I should say his name on here. But you know, from our side, my side,
Mhm.
you know Noel.
Oh, at your plant? Yeah.
Yeah, you played golf with him, right?
Yeah, I did.
So, Noel's granddaughter is
Uh-huh.
the little girl in the movie.
Shut the fuck up.
For reals.
That's crazy. That's
For reals.
badass.
Yeah, if you look up I forget her name. I don't know her name.
Mhm.
But if you look up the IMDb on the movie and then you go to that little girl, it'll say that she's from San Antonio.
Oh no shit, that's badass. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Still don't take the fuck that he's wrong about stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That's badass. But dude, that one comes out July 2nd. And Superman's, or is it July 2nd? Yeah, July 2nd, and then Superman's right behind that, July 11th. So, dude, like that's not a lot of time at the box office to score some to get some money, because what they're predicting is Superman's gonna blow everything out. And then at the end of July, we get, of course, the Fantastic Four, which
Yeah.
is just looking better and better.
Yeah. I think Jurassic Park's gonna be number one for 1 week. And then Superman will be number one up until
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. We heard when we live in different times, that you can buy pre-sales for tickets now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no more waiting in line.
No.
Remember waiting
those
in
days?
line for the
Oh,
movies?
dude.
Especially the day of the premiere.
Lord of the Ring, Two Towers. My wife was 8 months pregnant, standing in line.
Bro, I think my most favorite one was, and I was living in Fort Worth at the time. 1999, when Star Wars came out again, Phantom Menace.
Oh, Phantom Menace. Yeah.
I remember waiting in that long line to see the movie. But my point is, when they released the pre-sales for tickets for Fantastic Four, Fandango, it shut down Fandango.
No shit.
Yeah.
I predict Fantastic Four is gonna be as good or as big as, like, along the lines of Endgame. Like it's gonna be that, like, or not Endgame. The one before Endgame. Like
Infinity War.
Infinity War. Like I really think like something big's gonna happen on Fantastic Four, and it's gonna leave that fucking like cliffhanger kind of thing, leading
Hope
into
so.
Doom, right?
Hope so. I mean, we hope it's good. People still got opinions. They're shitting on the cast.
Yeah.
They don't think Pedro's good. Reed Richards and
Oh no, dude. Like
people aren't into the guy that's playing Thing, the guy from The Bear.
What? I don't even know who that guy is, but
it
I
does
know
look
people.
cool.
Like people were complaining, like Pedro Pascal, he's fucking in everything, but he's cool. Like he's a good dude. Like, like I don't know, like I like him in everything. Like I think he plays. It's not like he plays the same fucking character through everything. Like
Right.
I like The Last of Us. It was shit when he died. Spoilers, like for those that hadn't seen it, but shit, like I like the dude. Like I'm not tired of that dude.
I started playing the game again.
Which one's that?
The Last of Us.
Oh no shit. I don't have a PlayStation, so
I finished part 1 and I'm getting ready to start part 2. I never played part 2. I played 1 before. I'm playing it again. It's just as good.
And then so Happy Gilmore is the same time as Fantastic Four. It's the same weekend.
That's on Netflix though.
Yeah, and then we go to the beginning of August and we get our new Naked Gun. So again, dude, a lot of good stuff to look forward to, bro.
Yep. All right, we're gonna get into this.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know what else is going on this year or this week. Getting ready for my vacation.
Oh, where are you going?
We're going to Florida.
To Florida?
Yeah. During shutdown.
Sweet. I gotta fucking work.
I probably will have to next year because I know they're doing stuff now in the new position I'm in.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's shutdown is the time they do a lot of this stuff. So
yeah, that's
be working shutdowns from here on out. But I already had this booked. So
They're doing 25, 26D. So yeah, I gotta deal with all that stupid bullshit. Yeah, no one wants to hear that.
Yeah. So, okay.
Woo!
So this is gonna be part 2 of our top 90s sitcoms. I feel like I need some theme music or something. Boom, 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 boom.
Dum, 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 dum. Bam, 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 bam. Um, but like we talked about last week, man. This is a time. This is a time when music played a big part in these, right? Like fucking think about Fresh Prince, man. Everyone knows that theme song. We talked about the Drew Carey show. Seinfeld
Yes.
didn't even Seinfeld and Coach, both of them, they're going against each other, had no music, but had no lyrics, but we know the music, you know.
Yep.
So, um Full House, who had beat out last week. We kept getting it mixed up with Family Matters. And then I saw this thread online about how similar the damn songs were, and people getting them mixed up and shit. So that was cool. It's not just us.
Yeah, I swear you can start one and finish with the other one.
You practically did that shit. Everywhere you look. um Home Improvement, of course, but you want to start at the top of our bracket there with old Home Improvement versus Drew Carey.
Home Improvement versus Drew Carey.
Ooh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean,
um,
what more can we say about Home Improvement? I meant to try to look up
you
some
think
more facts.
when you think about like Home Improvement, although only kind of one star came out of it, at the time though, that kid Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was a big star. Like he was everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he was on all the fucking teen girl magazines. He had his own movies. He was the Lion King.
Oh
So
shit! I totally forgot that.
yeah. So again,
Simba, the young Simba.
um, I know fucking Al fucking just coasted on that the rest of his career, and kind of did spots, and I think now he's doing like the con circuit and stuff. But he's coasted on being Al Borland for years. Um,
Did
Home
you ever?
Improvement was just great, man.
Speaking of Jonathan JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's your boy.
Um. A movie I used to like watching was Man of the House. Did you ever see that? Chevy Chase.
Yes, it's a good movie, man.
Yeah,
Where
it
he
is.
plays,
It's a
where
kids movie,
where
but yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's a good movie. And then especially like I was one of those kids, right? That had a stepdad that I was trying to kind of get along with, and we're both trying to find common ground. So stuff like that kind of hit back in the day.
Yeah,
And then again, Chevy Chase, I know he has a bad rap as a person, but that movie was good, man. He was good in that movie.
yeah. That was the whole. It was I forget. It was like some name. It was like a scout tribe, but they were Indians or I'm sorry, Native Americans.
Native Americans, yeah.
I just remember
Um,
they were like, "Hi, how are ya? Hi, how are
the only thing like I
you?"
don't remember with Home Improvement, while they did um test some waters, I don't remember them going into too deep shit. Like there was a little bit like when the kids stole from the fucking Christmas thing from the church, right? Like there was little things like that, but I don't remember them. You remember like it was especially more in the 80s, I think, that these shows, they always had to have that emotional show, right? Or that
Yeah.
teaching you a lesson show. Home Improvement never had that, but it was consistently funny. Even through the last season, it stayed funny throughout.
Um, I think it would be interesting to see a reunion show. I don't know. Um, I heard the Tim Allen and Al Borland they were supposed to do some new show together. Not specifically those characters, but they're gonna do something together.
Sh- Hey,
But
hey,
um, but I would like to see it now because in the show, like I guess they lived in Detroit, and
Yeah.
they were Lions fans. Which in the '90s the Lions sucked. I mean, they
Oh,
had
dude,
Barry
big time.
Sanders. They had Barry
That was it.
Sanders, but
That was it.
they still sucked. And it would be kind of fun to see how they would be now, or how they would spin that with the Lions being pretty good.
Dude, I would have watched Tool Time. Like, right? Like, I
Yeah,
would have watched the show. If that show was on and available for us to watch, I would have watched those fucking
it
episodes
was a
too.
real show.
Yeah, if it was a real show, I would have watched Tool Time.
Binford Tools. Hey, that's another thing. Binford Tools, the fictional tool
Tool
company.
Line, yeah.
I want to say they even had that in Toy Story, wasn't it? Right.
Did they? I don't know. I thought there was
I
a
I'm,
it was
I
a
might
truck.
be wrong. I might be wrong, but I want to say that there's somewhere in there where it said like Binford Tools.
Look, don't be trying to start Mandela effects here.
I'm,
All right,
I'm
I
not. I'm
think you
serious.
are.
I'm serious. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
You know, I tell you what, dude. You know, what'd be a smart move. Like, and I think they would do it today if there was a popular show like that, like on Netflix. Like if Home Improvement was on Netflix and it was popular, they'd put out a line of Benford tools. Like that would be smart.
Yeah,
Like, cause you know what? There's stupid guys like me and you that don't like do home repairs, but we'd buy those fucking tools.
yeah. Just because it says Binford on it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I put that. I would just like mount it on the wall or something. Binford Tools. Put it next to my Gordon Gartrell shirt.
No one knows who Gordon Gartrell. Oh, your fucking Cosby Show shirt. I was like, I thought Gordon Gartrell was some fucking hockey pitcher you had. I thought you had another naked guy next to Sylvester Stallone over there. Fuck.
um, I'm glad you picked that up.
Ah, fuck. If I wouldn't have, I would have been all fucking. I would have woke up in the middle of the night and fucking Cosby Show. It
We
was
need
the
to do
Cosby
a,
Show.
we need to do an episode of just all of the fictional brands
Oh,
and
dude.
items.
What else could we do? Shit. Oh man, don't put me on the spot. I think could, but you think about like Say by the Bell had when Zach had the pimple cream and turned everyone's face maroon,
Yeah.
shit like that. All right, okay, so we're
Okay.
glazing on fucking Home Improvement, right? But it's going against a great show in itself.
Drew
Drew
Carey.
Carey show, man. Okay,
You know, one thing Drew Carey has over um Home Improvement,
what was that?
there was actually action figures or dolls, if you want to call them that, of the Drew Carey show.
No, I
Another,
mean, I would never call anyone's action figures dolls. Okay, like you don't have to
I'm
worry
just
about them
saying they
with
had.
all the dolls behind you.
I remember. I remember them having a, a Drew Carey figure and that girl. What was her name? Mimi.
Mimi, yeah, his nemesis. But dude,
Yeah,
did you ever think Drew Carey kind of looked like Dilbert? Do you know
Dilbert,
that cartoon,
the
Dilbert?
comic strip.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I always
I'm
thought so,
saying,
man.
uh, like I'm saying, I miss the chubby Drew Carey.
Oh yes, yes. Because he was. I mean, again, he was funny. The
We
show
were
was funny.
watching.
Him and Mimi's fucking back and forth is funny. Um, Oswald and Lewis are fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I'm still for Home Improvement though.
I am too. I am too. And my reasoning would be like, do you remember in the beginning of Drew Carey show he had Kate on, right? That was his friend, and then it became his girlfriend, and then she left the show. She left the show to go do Scrubs, and then she was replaced by like his new girlfriends, which they were cool, but I don't know. I always liked the original Drew Carey with Kate in the show.
Okay, awesome. uh, Okay, Home Improvement. Moving on. Home Improvement over
Yes.
Drew Carey Show.
Uh,
Um, moving on to the
arr,
final
arr,
four.
arr.
To the final four.
Tim Taylor.
Uh, all right, what's next?
So let's check down there. Let's check down and go to our next two victims. We have Seinfeld versus Coach. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
And what's funny is it's
Um,
not only the theme song for Coach, but it sounds like a college um song.
like
You
a
know what I
fight
mean?
song, right?
Fight song. That's what I
Yeah,
meant to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Fight song.
yeah. I don't know. That's what I always assumed it was, right? Like I always thought that was the Minnesota fight song. I never did the research to look it up, but that's what I always thought it was. That's why like I kind of knew when he moved on to the pro team, like the show was gonna be over, right? Like they couldn't. It just wasn't gonna be the same as when he was in Minnesota.
Yeah, but things change. You have to
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah. No, I understand. I mean, I think Seinfeld stayed consistent throughout his whole run. Now, there's people that didn't like the original season, like the beginning of it, but I thought it stayed consistent through the whole run. There's people that hate the final episode, but if you're a big fan, like you've seen the Seinfeld and then you saw Curb Your Enthusiasm after that, because Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of gave you almost a final season of Seinfeld.
I'm not gonna lie, and I know we have said this before. I've
I
never
I, I
seen
know
that
you
show,
didn't watch.
but
I know.
was Le-
Dude,
was
you
but was Larry David a writer on Seinfeld?
Yeah, Larry David was a writer on Seinfeld. Um, he tells a story. You've seen some Seinfeld or no?
I've seen some here and there. I wouldn't say I would
All right,
remember any episode, but
Larry David was basically George in the show. Um, Larry David, he worked at Saturday Night Live, and he tells a story at 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 one of the Saturday Night Lives. He got pissed because they cut his fucking scene, so he quit and left. And then, like, when he went home, he got home and realized that, fuck, dude, that was a good job that I just quit. Like, so one of his friends suggested, like, why don't you just show up Monday? Like, you didn't sign nothing. Like, why don't you just show up Monday? So he just showed up at work Monday, and they ended up turning that into one of the Seinfeld episodes where George quits and then just shows back up to work on the next day. Um, dude, you would love Curb Your Enthusiasm, man. Like, I know you're looking for a new show to watch. Like, I think you would love Curb Your Enthusiasm. You would like Larry David.
so um, I'll watch it. I mean, it's on my list. It's a long list, but it's on my list. So the guy that plays George Costanza, Jason Alexander.
Hmm.
So we,
Yes.
we were talking about Cheers, right? And I should post that
Yeah.
picture you found with the ages of the cast.
Fuck, dude. Oh my
Because
god.
we're talking about Frasier, right? I told you I thought I read somewhere that he was in his 20s, and the picture you showed it said he was 27 and 27 or
Yes.
29, and he was already going bald.
27. Dude,
Um,
full fucking horseshoe. Like, I'll admit that I'm going bald now, but
uh,
I'm 45.
but now we talk about Seinfeld, George Costanza, bald, already in the show.
Yes.
How
Yes.
old was George Costanza? How old was Jason Alexander?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I feel like you're about to fucking blow my mind on this.
29.
God damn.
29 bald as a fucking, I don't know, bowling ball.
Yeah. There's one
That
episode
is
where
so
he's like
crazy.
balding. Yeah, he's not bald yet. He's balding.
Oh shit!
Um.
You ever seen Shallow Hal?
Yeah. Shallow
Jack
Hal
Black. That's
has a
another Jack
pal.
Black. Another Black.
Another
Black
one.
Jack.
Another one.
Black Jack. Jack
Hey,
Black.
but because of I guess the issues with that, right? Like people kind of almost consider that a canceled movie now because of the implications of it, and they don't mention. That's another one of Jack Black's movie that they don't mention, but he was the big star of that movie. Like
Yeah, I like that movie. I don't
him,
care.
Jason Alexander, I do too. It's a good movie.
And
It's funny. Like
people
again, Jack Black
cancel.
makes shit funny, dude.
People have canceled though. What's her face? Pepper Potts. What did you say?
Really?
Yeah, they say
Did she say something wrong? Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, Gwyneth Paltrow. No, that she's just not a nice person.
Oh,
Whatever.
I don't know. But I mean, I like her. I like her as Pepper Potts. Like I think she's a good part of the Iron Man movies.
Yeah. Yeah, Shallow House. But I was thinking about that when he used to like spray that stuff on his hair, on his head. Jason Alexander.
You remember where he's like when the guy is on the elevator with him, he's like, "Hey, banana hands."
Tony Robbins. That
Oh
is
yeah,
the
that
big
guy,
dude,
that
though.
guy, that guy.
That is the big dude though.
Yeah. He looked like he's gonna eat you, man. I don't know. Okay. Seinfeld and Coach. Seinfeld and Coach. Look, I know you want to go with Coach, but that's just because you haven't seen enough Seinfeld, man.
No, I mean I'll go with Seinfeld. Coach is a good show, but I know we got to consider more things than just my personal preference. But yeah, Seinfeld.
I mean, you got to think about like I think they said like so many people watched that finale. That was like one of the real true last um you know appointment television watchings for a show. That Seinfeld finale.
I guess
Yeah.
not my appointments, but whatever. A lot of people's.
Oh yeah, I was watching. I was watching. You didn't watch the last episode? I watched that one
No,
live. I was and people were pissed. Like that last episode was almost as people were almost as disappointed as they were in the what you call it in the last Sopranos episode. But if you watch again, I preface this with you got to watch Curb. um the last episode of Curb almost mirrors the last episode of Seinfeld, like some of the premise and the way they get out of it or something, and then Jerry's like, "Man, we should have did that for the last episode of Seinfeld," and it was pretty good. Again, it all ties in, man. I highly recommend it.
could even do a whole episode on disappointing finales.
Ooh. Or like shows that had like this like that started off good and like fucking teetered off to the end. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
Game of
I think
Thrones.
you're still into it, but like Walking Dead,
Mm.
um, by the end,
Man,
like, oh, dude, I don't know.
I didn't even see the end of the
I,
official Walking Dead show. I
I
think I
didn't even
mentioned it
know there was an
before.
end. I thought it was still going.
No, there's spin-offs now. Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't watch the end of The Walking Dead. But did you watch any of the spinoffs? Like, I tried to watch the spinoffs.
I was into Fear the Walking Dead, like when it first started. I never finished it.
Hmm.
But yeah, there was like another it might have been Fear or something. There was like it was about a bunch of kids or younger people. Then there was the whole
Oh,
Daryl
yeah, yeah.
Dixon show. There's a whole I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 different spin-offs that are still going on right now. But the actual
Well, dude, it
show,
was
I never watched the end.
yeah.
I think I mentioned it before.
Well,
Like
I
when
watched
when COVID hit, and like everything's like kind of stopped filming and stuff. I
yeah.
stopped watching because there was nothing new coming out, and then I just never got back into it for some reason. I don't know when it came back.
I don't know. Everything to me just got too similar on that show. Like every time the camera would close in on somebody, you just knew that when that camera backed out, there was going to be a zombie close to them. And it's like, how many times are you going to fucking do that? And then it was like, oh, well, the zombies aren't the real bad people. People are the real bad people. No, we know that shit. Like, it just kept fucking regurgitating that shit. Regurgitating that
Yeah,
shit. Like, oh, it's a new group. Oh, they're fucked up.
that was
So
my show.
even
That
like
was my
I try to
show
watch
though.
the new Rick and Michonne. It was, dude. It was so. Do you remember Walking Dead, Talking Dead, Comic Book Man? Like
Yeah,
all those shows came out together. Like I'd stay up and watch all that shit. It was appointment watching, and it just
yep,
died, man. It died a fucking quick death.
yeah.
It sucks because it was good, but it died.
What were we talking about? Oh, disappointing endings. Even though I didn't see that ending.
Hmm.
You know, it was a disappointing ending. Did you ever watch Lost?
Yes, yes,
This disappointing ending.
and I yeah, like there was no real answer to the island and whatever the fuck it was, right? I don't even remember the ending now.
What pisses me off more is I was into that show too, Lost. And I remember
Yeah,
seeing something with the show creators where people were trying to get out of them, well, what's really going on, this and that, and people always assumed they were dead, right? And this was just
yeah. Like it
whatever
was
in their
heaven or
in their
it was
mind,
some kind of
purgatory, or
afterlife.
and they kept saying no, they're not dead, they're not dead, they're not dead, and in the end, they're dead.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like,
what I
really?
had heard had kind of happened is they didn't really have an ending plan. Like it was all like they were gonna do something and then they had to pivot to go somewhere else. And then by the end of it, all the I guess the actors that were the main actors on the show already wanted off. So they were like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's the only way
It
to
did
end it.
launch
That's the
some
only
people
way
though,
to
right? Like we got the Wasp.
the Wasp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Homeboy, the Hobbit was in there. I don't know if that was before or during or one of those dudes was a
Well,
Hobbit.
yeah, and well, they had the. I think one of the main guys on there ended up playing the Joker on the Dark Knight Returns, but just his voice. And I thought he was good as the Joker, but he was like one of the that I guess that remember you like thought people were villains and then they turned out fucking not to be. Um, I thought that one guy on there, the tough dude, was gonna end up being more, but I mean he didn't even do shit after that. I think he made a movie, it fucking bombed, and then we
Sawyer,
didn't hear shit from him ever again.
the tall blonde dude.
Yeah, yeah, Sawyer,
Yeah.
Sawyer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, you remember, look. There you go.
Okay. So what are we doing? Um.
Okay, okay. So first, okay. So our first two winners, Home Improvement and Seinfeld.
In the
Let's go to the
final
top of the
four,
next bracket. Jerry Seinfeld
in the
or
final
Michael
four,
Richards. Just forget what Michael Richards said at that comedy store.
Michael Richards.
Okay, so let's get the top of our next bracket here. Um, yeah, you don't remember Michael Richards, Kramer? You don't know what he
No,
did?
I don't want to know. We still need to talk
Oh,
about more. So just stay.
yeah, you don't.
Fresh Prince.
Okay. Fresh Prince versus Martin. Woo! This one's gonna be tough.
Who put this bracket together? You did. Why are you
Yeah,
racist?
I did.
You racist?
Why? No, I knew you were gonna go there. Like, did you think I did that on
You
purpose?
said.
I didn't. It
You
just
said there can
happened to
only be
break
one.
out that way.
There can only be one black show.
Hey, who's to say the Simpsons are white? We don't know.
That is.
Um,
Is that true? Damn, they had colored people.
again,
Oh, wait. I didn't
no.
mean to say
Hey,
that. I
hey,
did not mean to
hey,
say that.
hey.
I did not mean to say that.
Yeah,
They
it's
had.
it's an ink
There
show,
were.
so yeah.
There. I didn't mean
No,
to say that.
Carl's black. So come on,
And I was thinking
Carl's on there. He's black.
Apu. No, I was thinking of Apu.
um. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I didn't purposely put Fresh Prince and Martin together. It kind of just broke out that way, but I'm good with it. Like hey, there can only be one. Okay, there. That's it.
There can
I
only be
I, I said
one.
it. There can only be one.
So
It's like the
both
Highlander, and
both great
I
theme
love both of these
songs.
shows. I love
Both great theme
Yes,
songs.
I love both of them. Great actors. I loved Martin. I loved Will Smith. This is
This
pre-slap Will Smith.
this is another thing about I don't know if it's key. We didn't mention it, but these two shows, the main character, right, or the title,
Yeah,
whatever, is the actual name of the actor. How
yeah,
many
yeah.
times is that? And these are all in our top ones. If you think about it, is Seinfeld named
Well,
Seinfeld?
yeah, yeah.
Tim, Tim,
Martin.
Allen, Tim Allen, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
No, but it's Home Improvement. The show's called Home Improvement. That don't
No,
count.
but I mean, I'm talking about the character and the name of the actor.
Ah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Martin, Will, Tim. Who else? Drew Carey.
Or you. Damn it.
Something we didn't think about.
You look at the shows. I mean, technically they're actors. Technically they're actors, but the main characters on most of these shows were not actors, right? Like that started off as
Right.
actors.
Right.
We got Tim's a comedian, Drew Carey's a comedian, Fresh Prince a
Martin's a
rapper,
comedian.
Martin's a comedian, Seinfeld's a comedian. Yeah, I that makes a good sitcom.
I saw I
So
saw something on it's kind of what made me think of it. I saw something a while back. They're talking about the Fresh Prince.
yeah,
I don't even know who the person in the video was. But they were talking about the Fresh Prince and the original name for the character, Will's character in the Fresh Prince was something I don't even remember now. So it was so awkward when they said it, and someone had mentioned to Will Smith and told him, "You need to have them change
hmm
it to Will. You need to have them change the characters to Will because that's from here on out. That's what you're going to be known by, a la Carlton, right?
yeah.
Everybody knows
Oh
Alfonso
fuck,
Rubio as Carlton.
yeah,
So, man, I wish I
yeah.
could remember it or I could find that video. But someone told Will, Have them change the name of the character because that's what people are gonna know you. That's what people are gonna call you for the rest of your life.
Dude, and you know what's crazy is that's we're talking about Seinfeld about Jason Alexander earlier. He talked about like he said it in a interview, but like him and Elaine were together one time, and they kept talking about like how people just address them as George and Elaine, like
Yeah,
they couldn't get away from that, now Elaine moved on to do bigger shows. She did Veep and that other one, but
Christmas Vacation.
um that well yeah, I think she did that during Seinfeld. But Jason Alexander, on Curb Your Enthusiasm, he was talking to Larry David about doing a show called I'm Not George. And basically, it was going to be about an actor who played a part in a role. And then he was just trying to separate himself from that role that everybody knows him as. That
Yep.
is pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
Yo,
Um, but but you got to pick, man. You got to pick. Where are you going to go with? Fresh Prince or Martin?
I gotta go Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
What are your
You know
thoughts?
what's great about both of these shows is they shared a lot of actors as far as guest roles. Um Again, I loved Martin. I really did. But I'm gonna go with you with Fresh Prince because like I said, Martin had those awkward episodes towards the end of the run where him and Gina had to be separated. And I hate to watch those shows. Like when the reruns come on, like I don't watch those. But I can't think of a bad Fresh Prince that I don't watch.
Did you did you look up um what I was talking about with his new song? Or even the freestyle he did? The freestyle he did was worse.
I heard the freestyle. I saw the video, or they did like some kind of video with like dude, like what's going on? And then he brings up like a slap or like come at me. I said, come the or I'm gonna you'll see me or something like that. I don't know, dude. Like part of me feels bad. Like part of me feels bad. Like God, man, this dude's fucking going through it, man. Nobody likes a single thing that he fucking does anymore. When just years ago, everybody loved the dude.
Before the slap. Now
Like
everybody
okay,
questions it.
let's talk about this. It is do you know? I mean, of course, there's a couple of bad ones, but Will Smith bad movies. There's not a lot.
I can't even name one.
Okay, you give him the After Earth, right? Like we could say that, right? After Earth. Um,
That the one he
but
did with his son.
yeah, that one.
I didn't even see that, but yeah, people said that one's bad.
But think about like Hitch. Like, do you remember Hitch with
I like
Kevin
Hitch.
James? Is it Kevin James?
Yeah, I
I
like it.
fucking
I
love
like Hitch.
Hitch, right? That one that I like Will Smith in these roles. I
You
liked
know what
him in I know everyone hated, but I liked him in Suicide Squad.
yeah. You know a movie, one of my favorite movies of his is The Pursuit of Happiness. Ever seen that?
Yeah. Yeah. You wanna fucking cry? You wanna cry? Will Smith will make you laugh. Will Smith will make you
Yes.
cry. He'll make you fucking feel everything. But
He's a
oh
good
dude,
actor. He's a good actor.
I, I can't watch Pursuit of Happiness though, man. Like I'll fucking bawl. Like
Well,
it makes me cry like a motherfucker.
I'm a crybaby now. Every time it's on, I get all emotional. It's like it's
Yeah.
just a good movie though. I don't know.
Like even the good parts, man. Like when he finally gets the job, and he fucking goes outside and he's like fucking yeah, like no, there's no dialogue, no nothing, just his face. And or when he's in the fucking restroom or the cabin or the thing, and the guy's trying to knock the door down or something to try to get in, and he's fucking holding his son and then holding it closed, bro. Like shit like that, man. Fucking, he
Yeah.
does a great job. Think about Ali. Ali was great. Like he did good in that movie. Um, so again, I don't hate the dude, but like everyone hates him now. Everybody.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah. It really is.
Uh, but for this instance, I'm going Will Smith. Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Fresh Prince. I mean, it's not just for Will. But think about uh Uncle what the fuck? I can't think of his name now. Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Think about yeah, Uncle Phil, think about Jeffrey, think about Carlton. Um
The
I
Aunt Vivs,
again
plural.
the Aunt Vivs, yeah. There's not a bad episode of it, man. So I strongly I love Martin to death. I'll always watch Martin, but moving on to our final four.
Moving on up.
Will Smith. um
Fresh
we got
Prince
one
to
more
the
bracket
final
left to go.
four.
Um,
Whew.
one more left.
Now, this is like two sides of a house with this final one. There was two sides to, I want to say, Full House was huge in the early 90s.
Yep.
Simpsons was huge in the early 90s.
Yep.
I think I can say I kind of liked Full House. I don't know if there was someone that loved The Simpsons and loved Full House equally. I think you're on two sides of the street here. Like it's two different people. What
Either
do you
or.
think? Right?
Yeah, I mean, at the time, Simpsons was more edgy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And
at the
again,
time,
it wasn't that bad, but it was considered edgy. You are correct.
and then you think of Full House, which was kind of like the nerdy dad, which we talked about is not Bob
Not
Saget at all.
Nunkles. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
um, yeah, it was just a different feeling. I mean, both you could watch with your family. Uh, it was just different. I don't know.
It's
One was the feel good show. They liked hugging
yeah.
all the time, and there was usually some kind of lesson in Full House. I don't know. Um,
Did, did you see the video I sent you of it's like when you're in a 90s show and your best friend becomes a member of a gang? It's like you
oh
and you and
yeah,
your friend are hanging out, and then the cool kids bump into him, and they're like, "Hey man, why don't you come with us?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then that music plays, right?
which is so funny because that's probably every '90s show that has happened, right?
Yes, yes. When your friend
And
took drugs,
movies.
and it was like caffeine pills.
That's when the ones were like at the end of the episode. If you know someone that's been uh,
Yeah.
taking drugs, call this hotline.
Uh, and then you get that star swipe, and it's like the more you know. Okay, but Simpsons, Full House, two different parenting styles. It's like you said, the Full House is come here, let me hug you. Hey Michelle, that wasn't right. You were mean to your sister. It's
You
like I
got
know,
it,
but I'm just so
dude.
frustrated. Yeah, yeah. And then fucking Homer's choking the shit out of Bart.
Yeah, but
Like it's two different.
it's like Full House would never name the dog Satan's little helper.
It's Santa's little helper, sir. Santa.
Is it? Is it though?
Santa's little helper. It is. Quit trying to Mandela effect shit. Oh, okay. So which side are you on? Look, because I know
I don't
you,
know.
I know me.
They both had
We're
3
I think we're both
kids.
gentle parents. Yeah, we're both gentle parents, right? Like, my kids
Yeah,
will argue that fact, but my daughter will tell you I'm a gentle parent. Um,
I'm
I
a
don't
big
know,
softie, especially with my daughter. Yeah.
but I think the '90s. I mean, the fact that The Simpsons ran through the whole '90s, and some of those episodes in the '90s were like the strongest episodes ever. I gotta go with The Simpsons on this one. Look, I gotta go with The Simpsons on
Man,
this one.
where's Chuck? Where's Chuck? So we were supposed to have we were trying to get Chuck from Just Another Friday Night podcast to join us today to be that deciding vote.
I I will tell you, he did send me his vote. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can show it on here.
Ah,
Oh, wait. He sent me his vote, and can you see that for this one
okay.
he did pick
Okay.
Simpsons.
Okay. Okay. I'll go with that.
Uh,
I'll go with that. I'm just saying um Full House left an impact on people, and like when we talked
oh,
about it the last
without a
episode,
doubt, dude. Yeah,
um if you just think about like even just the music aspect of it, I mean, they had the Beach Boys on. Remember that?
yeah. Uh,
I mean,
Bermuda, Jamaica. Ooh,
Jesse
I wanna take
Jesse and
you.
the Rippers. When we talk about
Yeah,
fictional products, a fictional band, Jesse. Well, I don't know. Was
yeah.
that fictional or was that his real band? Jesse and the Rippers.
I think it was fictional, but I know like he really did go on tour with the Beach Boys. And he was in that one video with them.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of memorable stuff from that show, and when we talked about it last week about um them coming back with the Fuller House, like when that first came out,
Yeah.
like people were like, "Oh shit!" Like they were excited about it, and um yeah, I just wanted to mention that, but
But no, 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 no. You think about like Full House is probably the show that's I don't know if it started, but it really helped launch and push that Friday night TGIF lineup on ABC, which was dude like early '90s or like in the '90s. That was a big part of what I watched, man. That Friday night lineup on ABC, and Full House was a big part of that. So, dude, you again, you can't go wrong with any of these shows that we're
no,
naming here, right? Like
no,
any of these shows I could watch right now and watch, sit down and fucking watch for hours. Um, but you think about like the impact Simpsons has, not only in the '90s, but across the board, and it's still fucking going,
yeah,
which is nuts, um, and everything like that. Again, both shows, I put them against each other for a reason, but it's two opposite ends of the spectrum, but they both legit had their fan base and their pros and not a lot of cons, to be honest. There wasn't a lot of bad stuff from Full House. That I can remember.
yeah. No, Simpsons moving on. I get it.
Oh,
Oh,
dope.
so we're
So we're down to our final four.
Now, I should say with the final four, we have no help. It's just me and you. What are we gonna pick to our? I don't
you
know. What do you want
sure?
to do? Do you want to rank them? Do you want to just go two versus two and then one versus one? Like, how do you want to do
Just,
this?
we'll keep them the way they were, right? What do we have?
Okay, okay.
Home Improvement, and
Versus Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. We may need to. We may need to send a message to Chuck. We need to send a message to Chuck. I don't know.
Wait, he said he could try to hop on with his phone and headset. I don't know how he would do that. I could call him. I could try and get him on the phone, put him on speaker, but he wouldn't be able to hear you.
He can try to do StreamYard on his phone. We'll have him try.
Okay, I'm done. Hey, let me see. I'm gonna call him and tell him to try. Let's see if he.
So let's not mess with Chuck. Let's not mess with Chuck. He's probably asleep or something.
Well, no, I mean, I can't believe he said what he said, dude. Like he's gonna get canceled if you don't cut that stuff out. Hopefully, you cut that stuff out, Luck. But some of that stuff he said, I was not cool with. I mean, I don't like to talk about people that way. Like, I mean, whatever people like to do and whoever people love, that's their choice. Like, I'm pro-choice. I really don't agree with what Chuck said. And just another Friday night. Woo, they're about to be canceled.
Okay.
Okay.
So if there's anybody out there that have never heard of Just Another Friday Night, you can look them up. JAFN, Just Another Friday Night, anywhere you can find podcasts. So
yeah,
it'll be Chuck and Adam. Fun group.
Yeah. They've been together for a few years now. I think they've been married for only like 3 or 4 years. So, but I mean, couples that pod together stay together. So
to
that's
each his
great.
own.
Yeah, I don't
To each his
judge.
own.
I don't judge.
Yeah.
Just like Seinfeld says, whatever people say, that's their priority or prerogative, whatever. I don't judge. I'm not someone that judges people.
I mean, just like Chuck says, that him and Adam are boys and they're friends.
Yeah,
they boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
They boyfriends.
When at the end of their show, when he says, "Is there something you want to do? Do it." I mean, I agree with him. I just didn't know he meant guys. So hey, to each his own.
Yeah. So moving on, final four. We're gonna have to do this solo.
Home Improvement versus Seinfeld.
Home Improvement.
Where are you at? I should tell you. That we did get some feedback, and Seinfeld was the only one that did get votes as a top pick of the 90s. So I'm gonna have to go with Anthony and CJ and go with Seinfeld on this one.
Huh?
I love Home Improvement. You fucking know I love Home Improvement. I love Home Improvement, but
man,
I gotta go with Seinfeld. Fuck, I feel bad.
Gotta go with what the people want, I guess, right? We'll go Seinfeld.
Wait a minute. This is what me and you want. Like what me and you like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Home Improvement.
No. Don't do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll go Seinfeld.
This is a community. What are you talking about?
But still, like I Home Improvement. I go and watch the Christmas and Halloween episodes every year. Seinfeld only has one, and I do watch it.
I was gonna say, I thought you talk about there's something about a coat rack or something.
It's Festivus, okay? It's Festivus, and there's a steel pole. There's a steel pole.
It's a coat rack, whatever. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But okay,
it's a Festivus for the rest of us. Okay, no, okay, you sold me. Seinfeld. Woohoo!
Okay, Seinfeld.
In the finale, we have Seinfeld. Okay.
Woohoo!
Um,
Now, Fresh Prince
yeah,
versus The Simpsons. Fresh
Fresh
Prince versus The
Prince
Simpsons.
versus The Simpsons. This is another tough one, man. I mean,
Yo,
we've
homes
talked
to Bel Air.
we've talked about Fresh Prince, Uncle Phil, our top TV dad.
Yeah. Whew.
Man,
Because
was
like
was
the
Homer in
Fresh Prince.
our TV dad discussion?
I think he was, but he didn't get far because he choked Bart. So
Mm,
Homer's a great dad, though. Don't fucking. I would never let anyone shit on Homer. Homer's a great dad. Um,
I say we
there.
look at
Okay.
this one as who has the hottest mom in the show.
You got
You
to go with
got you
Simpsons.
got. I was gonna say, I'll take Marge over Aunt Viv any day. Either one of them. Even though the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
one was, to me, the second one was a little hotter. I don't know. To me,
yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know, man. I remember when the first one, uh, the great episode that she did was when she was a dancer. Remember that? And she showed those fucking young people up, and then she just collapsed at the end. I thought that was a great episode. I got to meet Tatiana M. Ali, one time as well. But you know what I was thinking about right now is the Fresh Prince gave you those gravitas episodes, right? Like you had that episode where you fucking cried with them. Um, I can't say The Simpsons has ever done that.
hmm, that's tough for an animated show, though. You don't
Yeah,
think?
that's true. No, that's true.
Because
It's
you
true.
think
It's
about
very
it,
true.
how many animated anything made you cry that was not Disney or Pixar?
Oh, fucking on All Dogs to Go to Heaven when he's like,
All
"Oh,
those good.
fuck, are you going away?" She's like, "Yeah," or something like that. Will I see you again, Charlie? Oh, fuck, I'm gonna start crying right now.
um, Shrek too. I mean, Shrek is up
uh,
there too.
oh, fucking Land Before Time when he sees his
Oh
shadow and he thinks
shit!
it's his mom, and then he
That's
goes
Disney
running
though. It's
over there.
Disney. It's Disney, isn't it?
Is it? Is it Disney? Okay, okay,
I think
okay.
it's Disney.
All right, all right, all right. Fuck, why do you want to make me cry right now? I know it's late, but we're not crying tonight. Even so, I say just because of how important it was to society, I gotta go with Simpsons on this. I gotta go with Simpsons on
Simpsons.
this. It's so
I
it's
agree.
just
I agree.
it's a cultural like phenomenon, like especially in the 90s, especially in the 90s, like 2000s. I'll tell you what, like it probably fell off, and I wouldn't give it as the top show of the 2000s, even though it lasted all the 2000s. But
But the '90s,
versus Fresh Prince in the 90s, I gotta go with Simpsons.
and like we talked about it, it evolved, right? Started off about
Yeah,
Bart.
yeah.
Now it's all about Homer, or people got into for Homer.
You
Um,
know,
and now it's just like it is what it is. It's
yeah,
a cultural phenomenon.
yeah. I mean, you think about it, dude. Like everybody knows Simpsons. Like I'm sure a lot of people, like almost everybody knows Fresh Prince, but I'm talking about like different countries know the Simpsons. You know what I mean? Um,
Okay.
everything.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
I
First,
I, I gotta go with Simpsons.
Simpsons. I agree. Simpsons.
Like we both
Down.
love Fresh Prince. We both do. We both do.
We're down to the
But I
finale.
gotta go with Simpsons.
We're down to the finale.
S versus S. Simpsons versus Seinfeld. two of the
Let's
best.
get ready to rumble. I don't know.
I don't think I can. I can't
Hey.
say that. I can't say that.
No, yeah.
I can't legally say that.
You better cut that shit. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube. But two of the best fucking sitcoms ever. Like two of the best sitcoms ever. You could watch any one of their shows right now. But for everything that we've previously said, I think we got to go with Homer.
Yeah. Simpsons. Moving on.
Simpsons top sitcom of the 90s.
Oh, you're picking it already?
I'm picking it. Simpsons
I was-
versus Seinfeld.
I was gonna do a whole intro thing.
Oh, okay. No. But I was trying to
I was
intro
going to say,
into it.
in this corner, we have from New York City, Seinfeld.
Is he from New York? I know the show was in New York.
The show's from New York.
Yeah. I don't
And
know
in the
if he's
red
from New York.
corner, from Springfield, Illinois, The Simpsons.
It's not Illinois. It's not Illinois. They've said that.
Springfield.
It's from Springfield, USA.
It's Illinois. Mandela.
It's not Illinois. Okay. Again, two of the best.
Part of me
sitcoms
just
ever.
wants to say they're from Illinois, just because I picture them as Bears fans.
But they weren't. They like the Isotopes, and Isotopes were, I don't know.
They're Bears fans.
In the show, they could drive anywhere, right? Like 2 hours they're in Vegas, fucking 2 hours they're in New York, 2 hours they're in California. So they're from somewhere.
They are the center of the universe.
All right.
Seinfeld versus The Simpsons. You seem to have made up your mind already, and I'm just gonna agree with you.
But here's my thing. Like one, it's you don't like Seinfeld that much, so I would just be arguing Seinfeld. But if I'm being honest with myself, like in the 90s again, the Seinfeld was very important and everything. But the Simpsons, bro, like the Simpsons, especially in the 90s, like I can ask you right now, what's your favorite Simpsons episode? And you can tell me.
I don't know. There's so many.
But there was like significant episodes, right? Like,
So Simpsons is the winner. We'll go with that. We'll just say this. But for fun, I still wanted to ask AI. I got two different. I got two different apps. Let's see what they say.
I'm very interested to hear this.
I'm just gonna say the top 5 90s sitcom, and let's see what it says. So I got two different apps. I'm not gonna say which one's which, just so it's a little more fun that way. And we'll see what the results are.
Let's see. I'm very interested to see what this is.
Want me to count down? I'm gonna count down 5 to 1. Okay.
Let's go.
So this first app, I'm just gonna read what it says, and then I'm gonna go 5 to 1. I'm asking it, what are the top 5 90 sitcoms? And it says, the golden age of laugh tracks and iconic theme songs. Just what we're talking about. Here are 5 of the most beloved 90s sitcoms based on popularity and cultural impact. All right. Coming in at number 5. Number 5. Home Improvement. It says Tim the Toolman Taylor's DIY disasters and family antics made this a staple of 90s family TV nights.
Definitely.
They were in our top 5. They're in our top 5.
Yep. So far, we agree with chat.
We don't know. You don't know which app this is.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Number 4. Ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Says
Oh,
Will Smith's breakout role as a street smart teen from Philly adjusting to his life with his wealthy relatives in Bel Air. That theme song, unforgettable. Theme song. That's what we're talking about. Right?
Yep.
That's a making of a great sitcom.
And anyone can sing that theme song. Like your grandma, your grandpa, old people, like everyone. Everyone knows that theme song and everyone can sing it.
All right. Number 3. Shocker. Well, maybe not shocker, but for me, this is kind of high for this show. Number 3. Ooh. Frasier.
What?
Number
I'm telling
3.
you, man. There's an audience out there for this
over
show.
Home Improvement in Bel Air. Frasier. It says a witty spin-off of Cheers. This show centered on radio psychiatrist Dr. Fraser Crane and his snobby yet lovable family and coworkers. Number 3, Frasier.
You gotta remember, look, like NBC was a big channel back. I mean, group back in the day. Like the shows that came off of NBC were considered more mainstream popular. Like I'm fairly certain Friends is going to be in that top 2 that you're doing right now, and I haven't seen it,
which is so crazy. Well, we'll talk about it afterwards. Number 2.
Okay.
Number 2 in this list. Ba-dong, bong, bong, bong.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they don't even consider Simpsons a sitcom. I think it's an animated show. They don't consider it a sitcom. I believe.
So it says Seinfeld's famously dubbed a show about nothing. This sitcom followed the neurotic misadventures of comedian Jerry Seinfeld and his eccentric friends. And you want to guess number 1?
I'm telling you, it's probably Friends.
It's Friends.
Because
Friends number 1.
Yeah. It
says 6 friends navigating life, love, and coffee in New York City. It became a global phenomenon and it still influences pop culture today. Okay. But when we were going through these sitcoms, though, we were talking about TGIF, must see, well, NBC's must see TV. 2 catchphrases: TGIF, must see TV.
Yeah.
I always felt ABC was the king of sitcoms, especially in the 90s. But according to this list,
it's NBC.
It's all NBC, except for Home Improvement. Because Fresh Prince was NBC too.
Yeah. Fresh Prince was NBC, and
NBC,
but that's
Frasier,
why
Seinfeld,
I always like whenever we do these things. Look, I always emphasize that this is mine and your stuff. It's mine and your pick. Like you and I probably liked the ABC shows maybe a little bit more. They were more, kind of tuned into family oriented. I'm not saying this just because of the name of the show, but the NBC shows were more workplace shows or friends shows. The Seinfeld's a friend group. Frasier's in a workplace. Cheers was in a workplace with friends. ABC had more of the Roseanne, the Home Improvement, which I know Home Improvement was in a workplace too, but it's with the family as well. So Full House is a family. You know what I mean? Family Matters. It's a family. So it's two different kind of ways to think about it, or two different ways to do it. But it just on who it resonated with, and NBC was that more uppity, you know, crowd that was popular in the 90s, and it's more East Coast. I would say maybe.
Yeah. Um, I have another app. I asked it the
Let's
same
go.
question. This one actually
Pretty
gave some
similar.
on it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why I'm surprised it's very similar, but this app actually gave honorable mentions. I asked for top
Okay.
5 and it gave some honorable mentions. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Honorable mention, Martin.
Hell yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yes, sir.
Honorable mention, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah. Now everybody loves Raymond. It was later 90s, but I mean, like we agreed last time. I don't remember watching Everybody Loves Raymond when it came out, but in reruns later, yes. As I grew older and well, I don't want to say matured because we both know I'm not mature.
Mm, well,
As you become an adult, I
well,
guess.
but so far these were in our top 16, right? Another
Yeah,
honorable mention, Boy Meets World.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
mad at
That
that.
was that
I'm
was
not mad
there.
at that.
Topanga.
Um, this one maybe questionable, not questionable, but maybe questionable for the 90s. We already talked about it. Honorable mention, Roseanne. No, if I would have asked it
Yeah.
I'm wondering now if I asked the top 5 80s sitcoms, if it would say Roseanne. And the
Now,
last, go ahead.
what I wanted to say. So did we fuck up? Okay, okay. I consider The Simpsons a sitcom. Like, did we fuck up and not n- you know not considering? Should we have not considered The Simpsons on there because it's an animated series? Like, it's a 30-minute show. I consider it a sitcom.
So do I. I mean, even if we take it out, I mean, it still would have been it would have been Seinfeld. I mean, either way, that's one of the top ones, right?
Now, I bet if you ask that AI about the top shows in the 90s, I bet The Simpsons comes out in that top 5.
I'll do that after this, just for
Okay.
shits and giggles. The last honorable mention, this is the one I'm questioning whether it was 90s. I guess it was. This last honorable mention, that 70s show.
Ooh, was that was like 99 2000 though.
Yeah, we're talking about AI. It probably just, I don't know. And this one also says list of the top 5 sitcoms from the 90s based on cultural impact, popularity, and critical acclaim. This one says critical acclaim.
Ooh.
Okay. You ready for this top 5 from this app?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Different app.
Shoot it.
Number 5, same as the other one, Home Improvement.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Let's go. I'm not at all.
Here's where it's the same but different. Number 4, Frasier. Okay.
Okay. I'm telling you, dude, like Frasier had a following.
That's bizarre to me.
It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Number 3, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Same.
There we go.
Number 2,
I'm t-
also the same.
We're not
Seinfeld.
far off, dude. We're not far off.
And the number 1, Friends.
Yeah.
So both apps have the top 3 the same. Fresh Prince, Seinfeld. Oh no, the other one had Frasier at 3, but they had the same 2. Seinfeld and
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. And again, I've
You
always
can't
said
go
it
wrong
that
with those. Can't go wrong.
no, I really believe that in that time and back in that day, you were one or the other. It was Friends or Seinfeld. I always thought that was the line, and you picked a side and you fucking stayed on your side. Um, but please, I gotta ask you, put shows in and see what it says for shows
All right, I'm just saying top TV shows from 1990s.
from the 90s. Yes.
Oh, this is gonna.
They're gonna pull
Okay.
it.
Yeah, this one gave 10.
Okay.
And
But
I'll ask you.
but at that point, they're bringing in like
Yeah, we're getting
they're
other
bringing
stuff.
in like I'm guessing X-Files is on there, shit like that.
Okay, you ready? I'll go through this one
Yeah.
quicker. Number 10, Law and Order. That's still a big show, isn't it? Does that still come on? I think so, right?
Oh, dude, it's still on. Yeah. In the criminal justice system.
No,
I don't
number
know.
9,
I don't watch it.
one
I
of
don't
your
watch it.
number 9 is one of your favorite shows. Beverly
What's that?
Hills
What's that?
90210.
Dun-na-na-na, dun-na-na-na. Bro, I tried to fucking put my hair like those guys all the time. How come it doesn't work?
It's just like that line in Mallrats where he's like, Brenda?
Brenda?
Okay,
Fuck.
here we go. That was
Okay,
10,
okay,
9.
okay. Keep going.
Number
yeah.
8. Number 8. You ready for this one? Number 8.
Shoot it. Let's go.
The Simpsons.
No way. It's 8?
Number 8.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right.
Number 7. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy?
Buffy.
Okay, okay, yeah. I never watched that show, but I could see how it's good.
Number 6. Oh, number 6 only ran 2 years? Wow. Twin Peaks. Number 6.
Yeah. I have okay. I put up an AI
2
list
years?
myself.
Somehow I wonder.
Yeah.
I thought it was higher than that. I mean, longer than that.
No, it was just real weird. I think they brought it back or they did a new season of it like in the around the pandemic.
Number 5, Fresh Prince. All right.
Of course.
I'm all right with that. Still in the top 5.
Yep.
Number 4, what's big? What has always been big? Medical dramas. Can you guess this one from the 90s?
ER?
ER.
Yes, sir. George Clooney. Fucking I can't think of that dude's name. Is it Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, it's Goose.
It's Goose, but it's the dude from Revenge of the Nerds too.
Which is funny. This thing says launched George Clooney's career. Negative. Roseanne did.
Yeah. Well, hey, if we're going that back, dude was on Facts of Life too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 4 ER. 3 Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld number
Okay.
3. Number 2. Can you guess
Friends?
number 2? Friends. Yeah.
So I'm guessing number one is maybe X Files.
X Files. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I, you know what, dude? I stand by it. There's a lot of people that'll tell you, Simpsons was their favorite. Shit, I still can watch those old episodes. My daughter and I watch the Halloween episodes every year, and we go back and watch those. So I gotta stick with the Simpsons, man. I think that's a good pick for us.
So I want to talk about this one. This one's a little more interesting too. So I went back to
Okay.
the other app and I asked the same question now. Top um shows from the 90s.
Yeah.
Whoa. And this one actually it broke it down into categories
Ooh.
or genres. Um this one says it doesn't number them, but just kind of groups them together. It says under genre bending and cult favorites. It has Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Yeah.
Beverly Hills 90210,
Okay.
Stargate SG-1.
There's a lot of people that follow that show, like a cult following, kind of like almost like Trekkies, that swear by SG.
I don't know if I ever got into the show, but the movie was good. Now here's
Didn't it have
one.
MacGyver in it? Was it MacGyver in that movie?
I think so. Now here's a good one. I don't know if you ever watched this show. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I can't. I'll be honest. I don't watch the show, but I've watched it before.
This was
It kind of
another
feels like
weird show.
us sitting down watching a movie.
This was another weird show that was on early Comedy Central,
Yeah.
where it was like
This is
this dude and robots would watch like these old B movies, and yeah,
dude, it's basically our
they're
podcast.
doing yes, they're doing what we're doing.
Yes. They're now
Oh,
watching this.
okay.
It's great that we would both like that shit.
It has under drama and mystery. We've already talked about these: Law and Order, ER, Twin Peaks, and the X Files.
Yeah.
This is what's interesting now. So before I asked it, top 5 sitcoms from
Yes.
the 90s, right? And we went through that list. So now when I asked it the top shows, like I said, it broke it down by genre. This one says sitcoms and comedy.
Okay.
Frasier, Fresh Prince, Seinfeld, Friends. But also in this list, The Simpsons.
Oh, how are they ranked though? How are they ranked?
They're not numbered.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting that when I asked for sitcoms, it did not throw it in there. But when I asked for shows, it categorized it under sitcoms, as Simpsons is one of the top ones. Interesting.
Yeah, and see, like I would think, like I mean, it's more 2000s, but King of the Hill, same thing, right? Like I would consider King of the Hill a sitcom, but it's not considered a sitcom. It's considered like an animated series or something like that. So I think sometimes these shows get left off the list, but I mean, again, Simpsons were so important to the 90's. Like it was a big part of the 90's. No matter where you turned, no matter what you looked at, Simpsons was everywhere, bro.
Yep, for sure.
Don't have a cow, man.
The winner by unanimous decision, The Simpsons.
Um,
Think about it, look. Think about it. Think about it. How many commercials were Seinfeld doing? Was Seinfeld doing? How many commercials were the Friends doing? Fucking, you had Simpsons on everything, on Butterfinger, on fucking everything.
Yep. Um, like it says, there's a cultural. It was one of the tops because of the cultural impact.
Yeah,
Merchandise giant. Like I said, I talk
yeah.
about getting the bootleg T-shirts from the flea market. Bart Simpson don't have a
Oh,
cow.
dude,
Bartman.
dude, I
Eat my
had
shorts. Eat my shorts was another one.
one of the first CDs I owned was Simpsons Sing the Blues
Oh,
with a
Simpsons
bunch of
sing the
songs from the
blues.
Simpsons. Yeah.
I used to like that, man. I used to like that one. Born under a bad sign.
Um, I think it wasn't Happy Meals, but I think they had a deal with Burger King, and so you got Simpson toys in the Burger King. Um, and then it ended up getting its own movie in the 2000s. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big
Where's
time
the
show,
Seinfeld movie? Where's the Seinfeld movie?
right?
We ain't got no Seinfeld action
Fuck.
figures. We ain't got no Seinfeld action
Yeah,
figures. Seinfeld coloring book. Come on.
yeah.
Se- Oh,
Um,
I was
you
gonna say
know,
Seinfeld
well,
pajamas, but there might actually be Seinfeld pajamas.
I've seen Friends pajamas, so I'm sure. But yeah, dude. I mean, I love The Simpsons, and you know what? I take it back because earlier I said something like, I don't remember The Simpsons having a lot of emotional stuff, but dude, their very first episode was emotional, and I watch it to this day. I watch it. It's
To
one of
this
the
date.
first things. It's one of the first Christmas things that I watch, and that's the Simpsons roasting on open fire, something like that. But it's the first episode is a Christmas episode, and it's where fucking Homer's trying to make money to give the family a good Christmas.
And they get Satan's
He's
little
not
helper.
able to, and they get Santa's little helper, dude. And I fucking cry like every fucking time I watch that episode. So I take that back. Simpsons were able to hit some emotions there. So love it, man. I love it as our pick, and I stand by it. Simpsons.
Yup. Simpsons. Simpsons is the winner.
Winner, winner,
You got to
winner,
think
winner.
like Simpsons is the one show that didn't launch stars from it. Like what stars from The Simpsons do you see on other movies right now?
I mean,
You don't.
not as an original
No,
starting
like Hank
character.
Azaria is the only one I could think of, right? Like,
Hank Azaria, but
and he did, yeah,
he's
he did
traditionally a voice
Mystery
actor
Men.
though.
Yeah, yeah. So
He's probably
yeah,
more known
okay, I
as a
love it.
voice actor.
But Simpsons had both of the Frasier boys in there too, so you know.
Um, I don't know why I was thinking of. You said Hank Azaria. I was thinking of Along Came Polly. You for scuba today?
Oh fuck, we got to do that movie. That's one of my wife's favorites.
Make it rain. He's like, dude, we
Speaking
gotta
of
go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. What happened? I just sharted.
yeah. Oh fuck, I was like, oh shit, look. Um, like
Uh,
you don't understand. Now, what we got to think of, will this crazy, psychotic, stupid motherfucker kill himself in the next year? I don't think so. And the guy was like, "Were you in that show?" He's like, "Yes, I was." But
Crocodile
the
tears.
whole the whole thing of her cheating on him. She was a 2-bit whore, and I won't hear anything else about it. It's one of my wife's favorites. Speaking of the future, I do got some things I want to go through
The
pretty soon
future.
here.
Wait. Before you
I
say what
know
you're
we're
gonna
think
say, Before you say what you're gonna
Okay,
say,
okay.
before you say what you're gonna say,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
saw something today and I got mixed emotions about it because
Okay.
one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, The Running Man. You ever seen The Running Man?
Ooh, yes, but they're remaking it.
Yeah. So I just saw the trailer drop today. I didn't even know this was a thing. This came out of nowhere to
Yeah.
me. Um, I saw the trailer and I don't know if I like it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still gonna go see it, but
yeah.
it looks
They're trying to push this new guy
it
as the
looks
new
way
actor. Like
is
he's
Glenn
gonna be
Powell
the
dude,
new
right? Is that his name, Glenn Powell?
yeah, yeah, he did that Twisters movie, which was good. I liked him in that.
He's in Maverick.
But dude, like think about him and Arnold. Arnold back in the day was the fucking man, dude. Like he's another one of these dudes that you think about. I can't think of a lot of bad movies, and I know that people were going to be like, "No, there are bad movies." No, no, no. I liked a lot of those movies that people considered bad Arnold movies.
But yeah, I saw the trailer. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. And I don't know how I feel about it
Yeah, yeah, give
because
it a shot.
I'm not getting the same vibe. The original vibe was cool. It was like it still looks like it's a game show, but
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Oh, dude, it was almost it's almost Squid Games, right? Like it's fucking Squid Games.
Have you watched that?
No, I heard there's an American one coming out though.
Have you seen any of the seasons?
No, not at all. None of it.
Oh, boo! You
I
need to
told you I
watch
see
that.
enough of those guys at work. I don't want to watch that show.
They're not Korean. They're Korean in the show.
I thought
Gotta
they're
watch that.
Japanese.
Negative. They're Korean.
Oh, maybe I'll give it a watch. I'm just kidding. um. Oh fuck! There's something else I wanted to bring up though. But no. Going back to Arnold. Um. Total Recall. Love the movie, right? Total Recall. They try to
Yes.
redo Total Recall. I did not like that.
Yeah.
You think
No.
about the Terminator and then the other Terminators they tried to do without Arnold. I didn't like those. What's next? They're gonna do fucking Kindergarten Cop? Like fuck this.
What else? They tried to do RoboCop, right? They redid RoboCop. Bomb.
Oh, oh. Let me tell you this rumor that I did hear, and I saw them together. Um, about a twins sequel.
Hmm.
And they showed a
That
video
I'd
of
watch.
Arnold and Danny DeVito together. Yes, I would too. I would too. But they showed a video of Arnold and Danny DeVito together, and Arnold was like, "Oh, my twin," and like a current video of them together.
We
So
gotta.
again, I that's just a rumor, bro.
I'm all for that. We gotta keep Danny DeVito working. We gotta keep him moving and busy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna have him, but um, yeah, you gotta
Oh, dude, do you
keep him going.
do you watch? I don't watch the show, but I mean, he's still fucking alive and
Yeah,
kick. Like it's always sunny. This
always sunny.
motherfucker's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think there's like a
Yeah.
new season coming out. I saw that too.
Yeah, they crossed over with Abbott Elementary, and he was in
I
that. He was
saw that
great,
one.
man.
I saw that episode.
Um, did you
Which is
see?
crazy. Which is crazy because Always Sunny isn't that like it's either it's not the same network. Abbott is
Oh
ABC.
no, no, no! It's yeah, and it's always sunny.
Is
They
it
cuss
Fox?
like no,
Huh?
it's FX. FX.
Yeah, it's like Fox, FX, whatever.
Okay.
Um,
Do, have you ever seen this? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a clip. Um, but basically, it was the clip goes around and it says how they got Danny DeVito to be on the show, and basically it said in his contract that one of the stars from the show has to blow him, and they all go through it and they're like, "Hey Charlie, it's your year. Like you got to go do it." And he's like, "No, it's bullshit, right? It's bullshit." And so Danny DeVito, he shows up, and Danny goes, "Charlie, it's your year. Yes, great. Come on in." And he's like, Danny, we're not doing this, are we? It's Charlie, right? This one, like,
Yeah.
we're not doing this, are we? Right? Like, you're joking, right? It's bullshit. It's like, hey, when you get as big as me, you get to put certain things in your contract. So let's get it over with. It's to completion. He's like, Danny, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. What will Rhea think? And his wife opens the door and he's like, Charlie, get to blowing them already. What are you waiting for? It's fucking funny, dude. I gotta find it. I'll send it to you, man. But I can't say I've watched It's Always Sunny, but I've watched some episodes. They were funny on Abbott Elementary, so I gotta. That's one of the ones that it's on my list to watch. Like I want to catch up to that show and watch them.
That one was on my list for a long time, and I had a few years ago. I like said, okay, I'm gonna start watching it, and I watched like I don't know how many seasons, and then something happened. I never got back into it,
Mhm.
but it's a good show. Some of them
Yeah,
are
yeah.
pretty crazy
Um,
because it's a crazy show. I'll just put it that way. It's weird and crazy, but
so
it's fun. It's fun.
so again, let's talk future. Let's talk future real quick. Um, I did secure CJ for Saving Silverman.
All right.
But I told you about my weekend here. I've talked about it before, but I saw my dad this weekend. My dad came over. My dad and my brother were here, and they were listening to some of our episodes. Um, and I told my dad that one of the movies that I want to do because it's one of his favorite movies, was Christine.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking Halloween time, look, if we can, let's get in Christine. I know,
Oh,
it might
hey,
not be everyone's cup of tea, but dude,
we're
my
gonna
dad
get
would love that.
in Christine. We're gonna get in Christine. Dude, I love that
Hey,
movie.
hey, hey.
I love that
Yeah.
movie, man.
So I really want to get into it. Um and then my brother, who I owe big time, um, wants us to do a movie that you and I have never seen. But it seems like it would be right up our alley. It's a old movie called Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover.
Okay, I'm down.
Have
Is
you
it
heard of
showing
this?
anywhere? Is it streaming anywhere? I think so.
I don't know, dude. I think we might have to go to Russia to find this streaming somewhere. Um, uh, um, but
Is it?
it's
But
it
okay,
seems
look,
like it would be right
just
down our
just
alley.
just
So
listening, just Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. It's like, is this a sequel to um what you gonna call it? Um,
oh, Lethal Weapon?
Lethal Weapon? Like
Yeah,
Danny
I
Glover
don't
finally
know.
Danny Glover finally retired and like he's going fishing with Joe Pesci. I wonder if that movie's. I
I
wonder
think
if that movie came out a result of Lethal Weapon. They're like, you know what, you guys are good together. Let's try to do something.
I'm trying to see when it came out. Like, but it's around the same time. You know where it is available on is Hoopla. Have you ever heard of Hoopla? This app?
Hoopla! No.
Now, Hoopla, anybody can get. It's a free app, and all you need is you need to register to get a
Your
library
social
card.
security number?
Which no, 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 no.
Oh,
It's
it's like a free
basically
library
library.
rental.
Yeah,
Like a
it's a free library rental. So it's anyone can sign up and get it. And Gone Fishing is on Hoopla. So I'm gonna take a chance to watch it this weekend. I'll get back to you. Again, I told my brother I don't know, but I owe him, dude, and I think we're gonna do it.
You know, I didn't know this until like a few years ago, but now that you say that, go to your local library. If you want to try to reminisce what it was like to go to Blockbuster, libraries
Yeah, yeah,
rent, or you can borrow, sorry, not even rent, you can borrow movies. Hmm. Yeah,
yes,
I did not know
yes.
that.
Um, yeah, dude. Again, I mean, go to read a book too, guys. I mean, don't just fucking go to watch a movie. Get a fucking book, read.
I'm gonna go to the library to get an audiobook.
uh, um, but no, man. I recently rewatched a set of movies that I think we should cover as well. Um, I would hope that you would be down. I think you would be down, but I gotta ask you, where are you at on the Oceans movies? Oceans
Uh,
11, 12, 13.
I want to say I've only seen 11 and 12. 13, what is 13? Remind me.
13 is they go back to Vegas to knock over a casino. They don't necessarily rob it, but they make it so that the casino loses a lot of money. Because and it's with Al Pacino. Al Pacino's the casino owner.
Dunkachino?
Like, dude,
I
this
haven't seen 13, and I haven't seen the women one. Was it Ocean's 8?
yeah, I don't know if I've seen the women's one. Um, there's a joke that Shane Gillis does about the women's one. I'm not gonna say it, but it's pretty good. But the Ocean's 13 was very good. I mean, it's what we like. Look, like it's the ensemble cast that comes together, and they have to build the team to go out and do the job.
So
It's right down our alley, bro.
I was talking movies with this guy at work, and um, we're talking about movies coming out, and they brought up the movie Bad Guys 2, and I was like, I never seen the Bad Guys, and he's like, you gotta watch it, it's good. And they said it's basically Ocean's 11, but it's animated with animals. So like,
Maybe I think I've seen Bad Guys. Um, but I didn't watch it in those terms. Like, but I don't know who the actors in it.
is it not George Clooney?
Oh no, the main guy is Sam Rockwell. I love Sam Rockwell.
Oh yeah,
You know who Sam Rockwell is, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So fuck it, I could watch that.
That's the way they described it. I don't know.
Um, but yeah, dude, it was just something to watch, and we watched. It's funny we watched them out of order, but we watched Ocean's 12, and my wife got into it. Like she had never watched them before, or she did, but like didn't pay attention, and she got into it, and I was like, oh, well, there's fucking other ones. You want to watch those too? Hell yeah! So
I
we
think I
got
like
we
I
we
think I
fucking
like
laced up
12 better.
and watched all three.
I think I like 12
Mm-hmm.
better than 1. I don't know.
Then 11.
Yeah.
They're all good. I like the cast. I like George Clooney. I like Brad Pitt. Um, there's not a lot of bad stuff in it, man. The movies go pretty quickly. The pace is good, and I like those things. I like those shows or those movies that play out, and then you go back and you see stuff that you didn't see before, or like they show you in clips like, oh well, this was going on in the background and stuff like that. So I love movies like that. Bless you, bless you.
For sure. Sorry if y'all caught the sneezes. Um, yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Let's, but most
Like
likely
to
Saving
what?
Silverman
To
next, guys.
okay. I am down. Um, do you have it? Is it streaming? I have the movie,
Silverman?
but yeah.
Oh, dude, I watched it the day you told me you wanted to do it. I watched it that night. I believe it's on our great app, Tubi.
Over.
It's like, dude, I was
Today's
doing the
episode brought
Navy
to
SEAL
you
signal.
by Tubi. This is not a
Ba,
paid commercial.
ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Neil,
Uh,
I
I
want to be
wish
with you. I want to party with you.
I wish we were sponsored by Tubi.
Oh, I wish we had a fucking sponsor. Period. But I do like that we're
Oh, we
having.
are. We are.
I guess
I'm
we're
working on
getting
a sponsor.
watchers.
I'm working
Like
on a sponsor.
people have been watching, so I'm happy with that.
I'm working on a sponsor.
Yeah.
Myself. uh, I'm working on a redesign for Three-Legged Rabbit. I took the website down.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna try to revamp it. So we'll see. That's coming soon. I'll start playing. We can start playing commercials for Three-Legged Rabbit.
Let's go, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need I need a new now watch this shirt.
Well, I don't know if I'll have those on there, but
Oh, well, we need to make some.
like I said, I'm trying to rebrand it. I'm figuring out what I want to do. But coming
All right,
soon,
bro.
threeleggedраbbit.com. One difference is before I had the domain Three-Legged Rabbit, but it was the number 3, right? Leggedrabbit.com. I still have that. I still own that. But I was finally able to get Three-Legged Rabbit the way you spell it.
Oh, okay.
Legged Rabbit. So coming soon, threeleggedраbbit.com. No matter how you spell it, it'll take you to the website.
Well, dude.
Coming soon.
Well,
Coming soon.
Can I design something for it? Can I design a shirt or something?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Maybe we'll have a contest.
Ooh. Yeah.
Let's have a contest. I'm just thinking of it right now. For those listening, those designers or artists, what have you. If you're creative enough, you can come up with a design for Three-Legged Rabbit, and we'll make a shirt happen. We'll make it happen.
Let's do it. Like I'm my brother made this one.
The Valley Forge.
Yeah. Train by day, Valley Forge Automotive by night. All day.
Nice. Like it's like, I got a gun.
Yeah. So what is that, a lighter? It's like, yeah. What did the Italians say? They're like, yeah, my mom has that same design. My mom has that same gun.
Like, is that a girl's gun? What's that?
Like, no. Oh, it's a regular gun for a big guy. That's funny. The fucking the radio show that they go on is fucking funny. Oh, you just got oh fuck, man. It show's
Okay.
so good. All right,
All right, everybody.
Um,
There you have it. Top sitcoms of the 90s. The Simpsons is our winner. With
yes, sir. Winner, chicken dinner.
Seinfeld a close second.
Yes.
But you can't go wrong with any other shows. You can't go wrong with any of the shows that we had in the whole top 16. And if you're listening to this one, go back to listen part 1 and find out how we got here.
Yeah, dude. Because again, these are comfort shows for us now, but these like shows that we saw around the 90s shaped the way we thought. You know, it shaped the way we saw things coming out of there. So, you know, hey, we like to joke about them, but we learned some lessons from them, right? We learned not to take your cousin's pills because you thought it was aspirin for a pimple, and it turned out to be speed. We
Yeah.
learned from fucking Jesse not to take caffeine pills, you know. So again, love it, man. I love it. You and I learned from a lot of these dads, and that's why Uncle Phil probably won our dad off the last time. So again, these are our shows for a reason, but they help shape us.
Yes. To one of the best decades ever,
Yeah.
the 90s.
Don't tell
That's
Jerry that. Don't tell Jerry.
that's gonna do it for us with this one. Again, I'm Lucky the Dork Dad, and with me as always, Little Joe. And always remember
Yes, sir.
to keep watching.
Keep listening.
This is Dr. Dre. Party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.